Rinaldo and Armida is an oil on canvas painting by Annibale Legatti, a painter who was originally from the northern Italian town of Forlì, but lived and worked in Tuscany. He was one of the greatest painters in post-unification Italy and painted several historical religious frescoes in important buildings of the upper middle classes in Tuscany between the end of the 19th and the beginning of the 20th century, namely those in Palazzo Pitti and Villa Stibert in Florence, Villa Mimbelli in Leghorn, the Cathedral in San Miniato, and in the Teatro Verdi in Pisa. Annibale Legatti attended the Academy of Fine Arts in Florence. He was a student of the Italian neoclassical painter Giuseppe Buzzuoli and a fellow student of one of the most important members of the group of painters known as the Macchiaioli, Giovanni Fattori. The scene of Rinaldo and Armida shown in the painting is inspired by the poem The Liberation of Jerusalem, published in 1581 by the Italian poet Torquato Tasso. The liberation of Jerusalem tells a vision of the exploits of the Christian crusaders who had left their lands to free the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem during the First Crusade in 1099. The sorceress Armida, engaged by the forces of evil, reached the crusade camp with the pretext of asking for help. In fact, she wanted to distract the warriors from the battle. However, during the preparation of the magic, something went wrong, and Armida became a victim of her own magic spell. Both her and Rinaldo fell in love. The two lovers navigated past the columns of Hercules to the island of the Blessed in the middle of the ocean, where Rinaldo and Armida stopped to live in a castle surrounded by a garden of eternal delights. The tranquility between the two lovers vanished with the arrival of the two crusaders who convinced Rinaldo to look at himself in a sparkling mirror, where the Christian hero saw himself as weak. The image of his degradation and the harsh reproaches of his fellow woke him up from his dream, and the hero came back to himself and decided to leave the magical garden and his love Armida. She implored him to stay there, but all her efforts were vain. The young girl remained alone and desperate on the beach of the island. During the final battle of the poem, in which Rinaldo killed the leader of the Saracens, the two former lovers met again. Armida was greedy for revenge and wanted to kill him. But love is stronger than resentment. She felt she was forced to escape and commit suicide. Rinaldo sympathized with the pains of Armida. He discouraged her from using violence against herself and reconciled with her, convincing her to become Christian, which brought her peace.